it because I purposely did not want to remind anyone. So Jazakallah khair. Nevertheless, the show must go on. It is Career Compass with me, Kelly Ramazani, every Thursday around 1 to 2 p.m., where we talk about all things career related. And today we are talking about confrontation. Ooh. Is a confrontation in the workplace a yes or a no? What do you have to say? 060-904-1056. Join in the discussion. Let me know. Have you ever confronted anybody at work? How did that unfold? I'm curious. How did that go? And if you are planning on confronting anybody at work, what is the situation? Who knows? We could give you advice, yeah, and you might not need to confront them. Or maybe it might encourage you to confront them further. Who knows? We will be speaking about a few other things like side hustles, soft skills needed in any and every workplace, careers that are in demand locally and globally, soft skills, like I said, side hustles, and so much more. So all you got to do is be right where you are, as you are. Okay, ready to be empowered. It is Career Compass with Kelly Ramazani every Thursday, 1 to 2 p.m. Your Thursdays are about to get better.
As temperatures drop and winter grips the country, the less fortunate in South Africa are preparing for the harsh realities that this season brings. Africa Muslims Agency is distributing blankets, clothing, and other essentials to thousands across the country. Sponsor a winter pack for 320 Rand or a blanket for 160 Rand and spread warmth this winter. Africa Muslims Agency, empowering, educating, inspiring.
Here's the giveaway. This Eid al-Adha, Urban Women and Shazi and Shaki's Livestock are giving away one sheep to a deserving listener, someone who truly needs a little extra barakah this Eid. Do you know someone who's been going through a tough time? A single mom, an elderly neighbor, a struggling family, or could that person be you? Share with us. Email urbanwoman@alansar.org.za. Competition closes June 2nd. Winner announced June 3rd on Urban Woman. P.S. All entries will remain strictly confidential.
We are hiring. Join our team. Technician or sound engineer, Radio Al Ansar, Durban is looking for a dedicated and skilled technician or sound engineer to join our dynamic team. If you're passionate about sound, tech savvy, and thrive in a fast-paced environment, we want to hear from you. If you have experience with sound systems, recording, and live event setups, basic technical troubleshooting skills, social media skills like content creation, live streaming, platform management, ability to work flexible hours, including weekends, strong attention to detail, and reliability. We want to hear from you. Send your cover letter and CV to executive@alansar.org.za. Apply now.
Career Compass with Kelly Ramazani.
ولن ترى عينك في الدنيا مثل سماء وتجري من تحتها أنهار عدن ترى وعطرها مسك يريح هواها سلام فلن يأتي حلمك قربا بما قد رأى مع الحبيب أن أراه في أبوابها وأمتي أن أراها في دار السلام فيا إله I pray for Jannah, 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 Jannah. I pray for Jannah, 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 Jannah. I raise my hands.
Career Compass with Kelly Ramazani.
I pray for Jannah, 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 Jannah.
And that was Mu'ad Jannah, a beautiful nasheed there. We've got more coming your way. This message says, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Happy belated birthday. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala always bless you. Ameen. Jazakallah khair, Nashreen. Thank you so much. It's still May, so we got a few more days to come. I can still take those belated birthdays. All right. So today we are speaking about confrontation in the workplace. Is it a yes or a no? What do you say? Have you ever done it? How was the outcome? How did it unfold? What would you advise somebody that wants to do something similar? Now, we received an email that I'm opening here. It says, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Hi, Kelly. My name is Zakia. I've been working at this company for just under a year. Things were going well until I got assigned to a project with a colleague I'll call Wendy. Okay. Things were going well. We like that. Now, she continues to say, from the start, we've just not clicked. Whoa. She constantly corrects me in front of others and takes over me in meetings. And last week, she submitted our joint report without even telling me. Okay, this is heading somewhere. I'm trying to stay professional, but inside I am boiling. I have replayed the conversation 1,000 times in my head. Okay, you see, that's where the problem starts. When you have to rewind the tape, when you have to question yourself over and over. Now that is where the emotions boil up. Okay, let's continue. It says, she continues, it says, I've replayed the conversation in my head 1,000 times, and I keep thinking to myself, should I confront her? But what if I do and I overreact and make it worse? My work environment already feels tense, and I don't want to add any more drama. But I don't know if I should allow her to walk all over me. Should I confront her? Should I speak to our manager? Or should I swallow it up and act as the big person? Please let me know what to do. Okay, so I will begin, like I always begin every Thursday with these cases, that, hey, it is always important to consult a specialist or an expert in these kind of situations. That would be a counselor, HR, Mulana if it's Islamically related or the likes, all right? Because these are the people that have spent years studying the work dynamic or relationship dynamics. They've understood psychology and human relationships, and they know best, all right? But career-wise, we will try to advise you according to our experience. It might be limited, okay, and our views. So I'm also asking you, listening to me right now, to join in the discussion. You let me know, what advice would you give Zakia right now? 0609041056 is the WhatsApp line. I see a few more messages. I'm going to attend to them. But I want to add this. Now, Zakia, you say you feel the need to confront her, but you are scared that this might escalate and you might overreact, which might make the situation worse. I love that you are self-aware. Okay. So if you know that you've been bottling in for a long time and you've been boiling on the inside, and if you face this person, something is going to happen, then don't do it. Definitely not in the workplace. All right. However, you also need to bear in mind that confronting a person doesn't mean conflict. It doesn't mean now we need to argue. You don't listen to me. You said this, you said that. No. You can always do it in a calm way. So how do you do that? The first thing is to always use the statement, I feel. Okay? Don't approach a person with you. The second you approach me saying, Kelly, you immediately, I am guarded. Okay? Because I feel like that's a personal attack coming towards me, verbally attacking me. So I might miss the point of what you're trying to tell me. I might miss that opportunity to rectify my mistake and immediately defend myself because I feel like you are attacking me, So use the power of vulnerability and say, I feel. So if you're going to face Wendy, or the colleague's real name, which you didn't tell us, I assume Wendy is just a name you made up for security purposes, okay? I think it would be best to use the power of vulnerability to say, I feel. And it would be a nice thing, to gift her something. I don't know, a cupcake or whatever it is, just to calm the situation, create a beautiful atmosphere, and make sure that you're not alone with her. Because if you feel that you're already boiling, you seriously do not want to be left alone with this person. Okay. So when people are around, okay, it depends. Others don't like confronting others in front of people. They want to do it privately. But when you have one or two people around and you'd like, hi, Wendy, I thought of you today and I brought you this. And you hand her the cupcake or whatever, And you say, but I also feel like there's something I need to tell you. And I hope you understand where I'm coming from. Now, immediately, this is going to sound interesting. Wendy would be geared to listen like, what? Okay. For the past 5 days, use the sandwich method. Start with praises. Okay. You've been great to work with. I've really enjoyed working with you. I've learned a lot. Patience. Not jokes. Don't do that. I'm very sarcastic, so don't be like me. But find a way and tell her, well, you're an amazing person to work with, but I feel like you always sideline what I have to say. And I feel a bit disrespected that I'm not allowed to voice out, or maybe I'm not allowed to complete my sentence, or whatever. You raise the issue. Just package it nicely. But nevertheless, I think you're a great person and I'm looking forward to working with you. That's it. Hand out whatever and leave. Okay. Now, if you feel that, no, I do not want to confront her, then don't. Please use HR. That's why HR is in the workplace, guys, to avoid these kind of things. Because once you're already boiling, once the emotions are high, we are humans. I do kickboxing, so just saying, hint, it wouldn't be a best of things to upset me, but I want it. All right. So remember that you don't necessarily have to do a one-on-one with a person. You could always do it via email. I love emails. I communicate with emails all the time. I send you that email. I'll CC you and the entire board, the entire management. And once I'm done, then I'll do a follow-up with a phone call. Just to find out that you received my email. Hi, I sent an email a few days ago. I'm not sure if you received it. No, well, we'll check and we'll let you know. Not a worry at all. I'll follow up again. Okay. Yeah. So being professional doesn't always mean silent, doesn't mean swallow it up, be the bigger person, let people walk all over you. No, it doesn't. It means creating boundaries, healthy boundaries, expressing yourself in a professional way. Facts, not emotions, please. As much as you are now repeating, rewinding the conversation in your mind, you are going to be more emotional and miss out on what is the actual problem. So note down, on this day at this time, so-and-so said this and that and that. Okay, good. You have proof. Okay. The other thing is, you need to understand that HR is there, guys. HR is there. Take advantage of HR. Take advantage of HR. People hate this topic, but I need to teach you how to do a follow-up or how to voice out in the workplace. I need to bring this to your attention. I will. For now, let's see your messages on 0609041056. I've got more to say, but for now, I want to hear what you have to say. Salams Kelly, I suggest that she goes to her employer because the person bullying her is an employee just like her. Period. Because in the workplace, some people forget and they say, no, I'm here longer than you are. So automatically, I am now, more powerful than you are? No, you're not. We're both here as employees. So let's respect each other. All right. And also remember that we are here to work together, to share a bigger vision that is bigger than both of our egos. And that is the company's well-being. So we need to be able to work and put aside our differences. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Kelly, I would say she should go to HR. Absolutely. More messages are coming in, but we'll attend to them right after this. For now, I want you to keep those messages coming in. Join in the discussion, join in the conversation. If you had an argument, a conflict, a dispute at the workplace with a colleague, with a friend, okay, there's no friends in the workplace, okay, with a colleague, what would you do? Would you confront them or would you go to HR? And if you were to go to HR, what would you say? Let me know. I'm so invested in this topic today. We are joined by somebody whom we are going to introduce very soon. But for now, I want you to enjoy this.
Durban's #1 truck stop, Reef Trade, situated at number 9 Joyner Road, Prospecton, offering a 24-hour parking facility on site with diesel wholesale and mobile distribution for vehicles, generators, plant and machinery to your door, safe parking, truck wash, container handling, restroom facilities, and more. Call us on 083 449 1563 or 083 978 6410 for a free quotation. Reef Trade, we're here for you. Butterlicious, butterlicious, butterlicious. When the food melts in my mouth, so does my heart. Blended by our expert chefs with pure cotton seed oil. Divine lasts longer, so cook more with Divine. Divine makes every meal a special treat. It is butterlicious. Approved as part of the Heart and Stroke Foundation Eating Plan, Cotton Mark SA, and a proudly South African product. Divine Cooking Oil. Butterlicious.
Gift of the Needy Qurbani 2025 prices 310 Rand per share and 2,170 Rand for 7 shares under supervision of Maulana Umar Desai of PE. Use your cell number as our reference, then SMS will be sent to you on completion of your Qurbani. Standard Bank Gift of the Needy account 272-327-646. Website www.giftoftheneedy.com. Call 031-271-3102. Gift of the Needy, bringing ease to those in need.
Here's the giveaway. This Eid al-Adha, Urban Women and Shazi and Shaki's Livestock are giving away 1 sheep to a deserving listener, someone who truly needs a little extra barakah this Eid. Do you know someone who's been going through a tough time? A single mum, an elderly neighbor, a struggling family, or could that person be you? Share with us. Email urbanwoman@alansar.org.za. Competition closes June 2nd. Winner announced June 3rd on Urban Woman. P.S. All entries will remain strictly confidential.
Helping hands to those in need.
Elder Care. Your Zakah makes a difference. Your Zakah ensures that our elders are well taken care of. This drive provides rent assistance, food, and basic essentials to ensure that our seniors live comfortably. Your generous support ensures that they receive medical care and nourishment, allowing them to live with dignity and peace. Donate today and make a difference with a lasting impact on their lives. Call Outreach now on 031 208 1601. Career Compass with Kelly Ramazani.
What could you say? Where could you go? If time stops, you are standing alone.
Career Compass with Kelly Ramazani.
You never seen before. I'm trying to tell you what you already know. Have you ever been this bad and pray as you cry? When did you apologize or ask him to go? Now you're standing in this place, it's time to show all the deeds that you've done. The phone has been wrong. Yeah, Rabbana في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا ربنا آتينا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا. What could I say? Where could I go? Where you're the most high, the king of all that day. I'll be standing. Oh my, forgive me for my wrongs. Protect me. In your shade, don't let me slip away. Have you ever been this bad and pray as you cry? When did you apologize or ask him to go? Now you're standing in this place, it's time to show all the
And that is Nadeem Muhammad Rabbana. We are exactly 35 minutes past 1 o'clock. You are on 90.4 FM if you are in Durban, 105.6 FM if you're in PMB, and anywhere else around the world on www.alansar.org.za. My name is Kelly Ramazani, and I'll be keeping you company up until 2 o'clock. Shout out on the controls is Tobega, who is doing the things, yeah? Shout out to you. We are live on Facebook, on YouTube, as well as Instagram Live. We're talking about a confrontation in the workplace. Is it a yes? Is it a no? Why? If you have to confront a colleague in the workplace, how would you advise somebody to do it, or how would you do it? And if you were to say, nah, don't do it. Why not? I am invested. I see a few more messages coming in. I'd ask you to bring more in. 0609041056 is the platform to join in the discussion. So before we proceed with our conflict resolution skills, I would just quickly like to brush through the side hustles that we have picked for this week. Now, there's so many side hustles that we've spoken about here on Career Compass. We've spoken about videography, makeup, I don't know. We've spoken about event planning. We've spoken about you being a tutor or having to teach something that you love or you understand deeply, you have a passion for, We've spoken about so many other services that you could offer. The only thing you have to do is to have the ability to expose yourself, the ability to create a poster with your name and a working number, please. A number that somebody can get hold of you and post it. Use social media. Take advantage of social media. Okay. The other side hustle that we are witnessing to be a booming industry. It's quite good. Got good reviews. Got a lot of people that are joining in and are seeing great results. Is actually selling perfumes. Yeah. Never thought about that, did you? I am a perfume lover. I'm literally obsessed with perfumes and fragrances. I see Tavega is also giving me the peace sign, like, we in it together. Okay, that's me and you. Right. I'm obsessed with perfumes. I can't tell you how many perfumes I have. Okay. And if somebody had to sell me a perfume, okay, I am a spicy but sweet lover. Okay, so I need the both of them to create a balance. I don't want too spicy. I don't want too sweet. Not so much on the floral side, a bit of fresh here and there, but not too much, And if somebody would sell me a perfume that spoke to my soul or defined my personality, you got me. It's as simple as that. There is no negotiations. There is no proving anything. It's just saying, Kels, this is good stuff, and I think it would suit you. What are the notes? These are the bass. This is the middle notes. These are the top notes, blah, blah, blah. One sprays, and smells good. I'm sold. So the perfume industry is a booming industry worldwide right now. And South Africa is a bit behind, but I see they're also embracing the perfumes, especially the Dubai make, the Arab perfumes. They're loving it, the stuff. So if you can get your hands there, I mean, who knows? I got a few websites that you can get those in a bulk, but I'm not here to tell you that. I'm just here to remind you that it's possible. You can earn extra bucks doing the things you love. And if you're a perfume lover and you know notes, you know different perfumes, you know brands, even if it doesn't have to be branded perfumes, you just know good smells, long-lasting smells. I mean, this is an industry that's waiting for you. Try it, okay? All right, so that's the side hustle for this week. We're quickly brushing through careers that do not require a degree but are equally valuable. Now, if you do listen to Career Compass, you will understand that I'm team. It's not always about qualifications. It's not always about degrees and PhDs and masters and so forth. They're very important, don't get me wrong, but I'm also about what can you do with your hands? Who are you if we strip out all that qualifications. What can you bring to the table as a person? And it's important for you to have survival skills, okay? You need to know how to survive. You need to. Trade is also very important. Different skills here and there will help you go a long way. And we've spoken about so many things. Alhamdulillah, lots of you give me the feedback that, hey, I tried it and it worked. I'm doing this, I'm doing that. I love it. I love to see good stories. Now, for this week, we picked something that is quite common, but very underrated. People look at you like, because you're not in a suit, and they're like, yeah, whatever. A hairdresser or barber. Yeah. You're probably saying, Kels, come on, Kels. I got a PhD. I got a degree. How can I do that? Why not? Are they not humans? Are they less off? I don't think they're less off. Why not? Okay. It is important because style never goes out of fashion. Never, ever, ever, ever goes out of fashion. And this is the field for people who are creative. If you've got creativity and you want to tap into entrepreneurship, this is perfect for you. All right. And also the best part is you don't have to work for somebody. I mean, at first you can start working for somebody because you're learning how to do it and also doing the short courses and the job training that they offer on the job, or, working under a mentor or somebody. You can work with somebody, you can work under somebody, but after some time, you are liberated. You can work for yourself. You can own your own salon or your own mobile device. These days, everything is online based, and I think you should take advantage of that. Okay. Give it a try. See if it works out for you. If it doesn't, then you can give something else a try. It doesn't end there. It's not a train smash. All right. Now, where were we? We are going back to our story of a confrontation in the workplace. Is it a yes? Is it a no? Let me look at your messages. 0609041056. This one says, Tony, go. Hope you all concerning. Okay. I don't think this message is for us. Your response is highly appreciated. We'll have a look at this off air and we'll get back to you, but I don't think that's for me. I see quite a few other voice notes, but they long voice notes. I don't think we're going to be able to play that on air. So I'm sorry, wait. No, that's not for me. Okay, let me look at my phone here. 0609041056. I see this message. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Kels, I had a similar problem where a colleague of mine pushed me to my last limit. I did confront her, but it did not end well because she played the victim card. Ooh. Uno reverse. Oh my God. She played the victim card and ran to HR, and I was the one to blame for overreacting. I say it's always best to note everything down and take it to HR. That's the only way. Okay, that's a typo there. Sorry. That's the only way that you can protect yourself in the workplace. Beautiful message there. Beautiful message. Thank you so much. So you get it, right? If you are in a situation where a colleague is just pushing you against the wall, it would be a good thing for you to collect yourself, calm yourself, gather your thoughts. Do not react. You can respond, but don't react. Okay? Respond meaning finding healthy, professional ways to address the matter. Respond means based on emotions. So don't be that person, okay? Don't be that person that's caught off guard because somebody wants to put dirt on your name. It's always best to go to HR and see how you can handle it in a professional way. Now, in a case or an incident where somebody pulls the victim card on you, it's because they found a weakness in you. It's okay for us to be weak, okay? We're humans, right? But a weakness in you is when you either cannot articulate yourself well, or you are basing it in an emotional viewpoint rather than factual, okay? Or 3, when you decide to overreact. Always remain calm. It does not matter what situation you are faced in. Train yourself to remain calm. And I know it can be hard because this takes experience. It takes years of practice. All right. It's not something that happens overnight. You constantly have to expose yourself to uncomfortable situations and then tap on your shoulders or tap yourself or whatever and say, Kels, be present, be here, be calm. Okay. That's the only way. It's through practice that you will learn to remain calm in uncomfortable situations. Like we said, you have to know when to escalate matters. Not somebody called you fat and then suddenly you want to go see HR about it. Somebody said, oh, look at you. I don't like the green dress you wore in the workplace. And suddenly, boom, you want to write emails about that. You're going to be that, you know the word that I'm going to use, right? And people are probably going to ignore you all the time when you bring up something, even if it's important, because they know you for being petty. Okay, you don't want to do that. You want to gather evidence. It happened the first time. It happened the second time. I addressed this person. It happened the third time. Unfortunately, it's beginning to affect my productivity, and this is why I'm raising this matter. You see, so you have followed the protocols. You have followed the policies or the command. I don't know if what your HR situation is like, but depending on the intensity of the matter, there's some matters where you have to address it immediately. There is no waiting for second and third chances. No, you have to address it immediately. And the other matters where I'm like, okay, let's see where this goes. Let's let it pile up. Okay, right? So you have to know what to escalate. Some things like disrespect, being sabotaged, being bullied in the workplace, segregation. Those are very serious stuff that you cannot just let it slide. Discrimination, racism, these kind of things you cannot entertain and say, well, I don't know, let me just be the bigger person. Okay, at the expense of your mental health. Wow. But other things that you have to ask yourself, is this affecting my work? Is it affecting me mentally? Sometimes, let's be honest, there are people that are just highly emotional. Okay, and it makes working with you very uncomfortable because now we need to walk on eggshell around you to make sure that you're not upset. It was a joke. Relax. It was a joke. But do bear in mind that some jokes can be intentionally disrespectful, meant to trigger you. So you need to know how to unfilter words, conversation, body language. Pay attention to that. All right. The other thing you need to understand that suppressing your anger in the workplace leads to anxiety, burnouts, and physical symptoms. Yeah, your skin could break out, your hair could fall out, you know, you could get stomach aches, you could get physical pain from suppressing your emotions. So it is important to understand that, hey, I need to address a matter here, which is making me uncomfortable and is starting to affect my productivity in the workplace. I'm going to check back on your messages on 0609041056. What do you have to say and how do you develop conflict resolution skills? What are some of the tips that you have? I'll look at it right after this.
The names and attributes of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is proudly brought to you by Turkiya, the Modest Boutique, 580 Ridge Road, Demure Couture for the discerning.
Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is al-Kabir. Kabir means what? Kabir means grandiose, big, large, great. So when you enter into salah, you keep reminding yourself, Allahu Akbar, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is greater. And it appears 6 times in the Quran. Of them, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, Inna Allah kana aliyan kabira. Verily, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is high and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is great. And so this name, when it comes to your dua, it reminds us that there is no problem that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is not bigger than. There is no problem that is too big for Allah. There is no disease that is too big for Allah. There is no poverty that is too big for Allah. There is no relationship that is too big for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to fix. There is nothing, no problem that you have that is too big for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So ask Al-Kabir, because it's not too big for him.
The names and attributes of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is proudly brought to you by Turkiya, the Modest Boutique, 580 Ridge Road, Demure Couture for the discerning.
Turkiya brings to you the Modest Boutique, where elegance meets style and exclusivity meets you. Come in and view our personally handpicked range of exceptional quality garments for every occasion, from timeless classics to the latest trends in a range of fabrics to suit your taste. Abayas, top coats, dresses, scarves, and accessories. Let us bring out the diva in you. We offer you a truly relaxing shopping experience, secure on-site parking, open 7 days a week. Follow us on Instagram at Turkiya_Dublin or call 080 083-786-1065. Turkey, Demure Couture for the discerning. 580 Ridge Road.
Career Compass with Kelly Ramazani.
तन्हा हूँ मैं और इंतहा लाखों तने हैं सामने बैठा हूँ मैं मायूस कुन आए ना कोई मुझे थामने अल्लाह अल्लाह तू मेरी सुन ले सदा حسبنا الله ونعم الوكيل حسبنا الله ونعم الوكيل حسبنا الله ونعم الوكيل نعم المولى ونعم النصير حسبنا الله ونعم الوكيل
Career Compass with Kelly Ramazani.
حسبنا الله ونعم الوكيل نعم المولى ونعم النصير حسبنا الله ونعم الوكيل نعم المولى ونعم النصير मायूब हूँ तेरा करम करता रखा इज्जत भी थी बढ़ के दिया औकात से दौलत भी ताकत भी और वक्त भी कर दे खता हर माफ तू फहरिस्त इसियां को छोड़ दे अल्लाह अल्लाह तू मेरी सुन ले सदा حسبنا الله ونعم الوكيل حسبنا الله ونعم الوكيل حسبنا الله ونعم الوكيل نعم المولى ونعم النصير حسبنا الله ونعم الوكيل حسبنا الله ونعم الوكيل حسبنا الله ونعم الوكيل نعم المولى ونعم النصير حسبنا الله ونعم الوكيل نعم المولى ونعم النصير رنگینیوں خود غرضیوں میں ہے گزاری یہ عمر ہے آرزو بس کہ یہی کر دوں تیرے نام شام و سحر تسکین دل حاصل کروں رخ اپنی جانب تو موڑ دے اللہ اللہ تو میری سن لے صدا حسبنا اللہ ونعم الوکیل
And that is Atiq Rahman, Asmanallah wa ni'mal wakeel. 06090411056 is the number to stay in touch with us. It is Career Compass every Thursday, 1 to 2 p.m. And with me, Kelly Ramazani, we talk about all things career related. Now, I got a message here. It is out of the topic, by the way. My friend was just watching us as we live streaming. She's like, Kels, I don't think you look like your normal self. Now, let me tell you something. The camera we have here is meant to be a surprise, okay? How you see me right now as I'm staring at this camera, and when you see me in person, you get a shock because I don't look like what this camera is making me look like. They're here to sabotage my career, my modeling career on Instagram, because what? Never mind. Yeah, we continue with the topic, confrontation in the workplace. A yes or a no, should you not? Why should you and why should you not? Now, conflict resolution skills are skills that are essential for you, not just in the workplace, but as a human being. We are bound to disagree, to dispute, to argue. It is normal. It doesn't mean you are chaotic because you always raise things. It doesn't mean you are highly sensitive. It doesn't mean you are, I don't know, what are some of the words that people will call you to try and dismiss your argument? A spoiled brat or whatever. No, you're not. You're human. Okay. So it is important for us to have conflict resolution skills. I think this will be the third time, if not second, that we're speaking about conflict resolution skills as a soft skill here on Career Compass. We've spoken about it before in the beginning of the show, if you do recall. If you're new to the show, not a problem at all. We welcome you. All right. So conflict resolution skills is the ability to identify. That is always the first thing. You got to be self-aware. You got to know what you're feeling, how you're feeling, why you're feeling that way. To identify, address, and peacefully resolve disagreements. Okay, this can be done between individuals, it can be done between groups, but it is conducted in a respectful, constructive way. Right. Now, if you are going to be in the workplace, you need to understand that you'll be working with teams, you'll be working with people from different backgrounds, from different personalities, with different communication styles. Okay, some people are confrontational, some are not. Others are direct, others are sarcastic like me. So it depends, but you'll be talking to people with different communication styles. Ria just walked in. A shout out to her. She'll be up next. So do make sure to listen to Gen Z, bringing you some awesome stuff from the younger generation and the way that they think. Very refreshing, hey? So continuing with the conflict resolution skills. Now, as an employee, you will always be valuable if you have the ability to calmly resolve problems and look for a way forward. Now, if you know me, if you've ever worked with me in any way, be it emceeing, voiceover, content production, script writing, content creation. Sometimes I do videos and vlogs. Be it radio, whatever is that I do. If you've ever had the opportunity to work with me, you will see. It does not matter what arguments we have, what disputes we have. We need to get the work done. Okay? We need to have the ability to put aside our emotions, our egos, our pride, and get the work done. Then after that, yeah, we could always raise it. Hey, Kels, I didn't like that. I feel like you should have done it better. Or you made me feel this type of way and that type of way. Yeah, sure, but the work must be done. Okay, so how do you develop conflict resolution skills? You need to understand. Okay, so Tobega's asking me that she end the stream, but we'll still be live on our FM. So for those that are watching us via the stream, love you. Thank you so much for tuning in. For those that are listening to us on the FM, as I was saying, the first thing is